The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the authors. Any content provided by our bloggers or authors are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, municipality, individual, or anyone or anything.
He's a surgeon. He's a 100-ton boat captain. He's a lieutenant on Seaside Heights Beach Patrol in New Jersey. He's a member of the Coast Guard Auxiliary. He's Dr. Michael Kachmar. Need answers to your medical questions? We have them. Listen in to hear latest on medical topics related to all that and more.
Dear to my heart, because I think this is a tragedy what's happening in New Jersey. I don't think most people in New Jersey know this even exists. And this is the incompetence and the duplicity and the government in this state, Democratic governor, and the Democrats, in my opinion, it seems to me all they care about is I don't know, appeasing their left or making money. So in the state of New Jersey, they passed a marijuana law. Marijuana law basically states that you could smoke marijuana, okay, if you're over 21 and over, in your house, okay, in your house. Yep. You can only have a certain amount on board, like walking around. And it's recreational. Now,
listen, guys, you got to be responsible. Even when it's recreational, you still have to be responsible. I'm driving around and at every red light, I'm seeing a car with a cloud of smoke around it.
Right, and I'm going to explain why that.
Yeah,
right.
Let's use our brains.
But that's legal. That's what you don't understand.
I know,
that's legal.
But there's a difference between what's legal and what's conscionably right.
But let me follow through this. So you have to be 21. You can't smoke it out in the parks, the place public. Now, there is a law also that you are not allowed to smoke anything. According to the statutes, cigarettes, marijuana, out in public. Okay, so go to my get rid of the Dr. Kachmar name and go to my iPad, please.
Let me do that. We're gonna check out this
right
iPad.
there. You got to hit the okay. So here's the state of New Jersey. This is the law. This is recreation laws. What's legal and what's not legal. So basically, I'm just going to read this here. This is right out of the New Jersey statute. Starting February 2021, New Jersey allows the personal possession, purchase, and consumption of small amounts of marijuana by adults aged 21 and older, subject to restrictions. Along with legalizing certain use, New Jersey lawmakers decriminalize certain low-level marijuana offenses, making them violations.
Right.
And it also, the new law also, so again, it decriminalized it. It also, new laws also made major changes to the policing of marijuana.
Is there anybody in prison who was previously?
They were all going to get out. They're all going to get out. To certain marijuana, in fact, they're going to give them. They're going to give them benefit. They're going to give them actually first shot at selling the marijuana. The ones who are in jail. For certain marijuana offense, police can no longer arrest. Hang on a second. No longer arrest, search, or detain a violator. Let me repeat that. Certain marijuana offenses, police can no longer arrest, search, or detain a violator. And the new law prohibits police from conducting a stop or a search for a possession offense based on the odor of marijuana. Now, first of all, it's supposed to be against the law to smoke the stuff outside. You're only supposed to smoke it in your local area. It's not. It is laws to say that you cannot smoke out in public and parks. Okay. But then the cops can't do anything about it if you do it. Yeah. Now, if you're an adult, let me get better. So, like other states that have legalized recreational use of marijuana, New Jersey restricts such use by age, amount, location, and other factors. Here are some of the permitted uses and restrictions. So, adult 21 and older may legally purchase up to 1 ounce of marijuana through a licensed dealer. Okay, possession. 21. But here's what I get. Smoking and vaping marijuana are lawful on private property when permitted by the owner. Hotels and lodging establishments may also designate rooms for smoking. Generally speaking, you can smoke or vape in your own home, but even this rule has a caveat. If you live in multifamily housing or renting, the building owner association or landlord may prohibit marijuana smoking or vaping. Okay?
Now why would they do that?
Because the smoking could affect you. Secondhand smoke. It stinks like crap.
Yeah.
Now, under New Jersey, now listen to this. Let me follow up. You got to really look. Now, people who are on our podcast, you could go to our. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook right now, live, and Rumble. I want you to go look at this because we have right up on the screen. We have.
However,
it here.
You're watching us right now. If you look in the descriptions, we have links to our YouTube and Rumble. So, you ever have any problem? Maybe we got booted off of one of them because we're saying risque stuff. Go to the other.
So now here is the Smoke-Free Act of New Jersey. Now listen to this. Under the New Jersey Smoke-Free Act, a person cannot smoke or vape marijuana anywhere smoking tobacco is prohibited, such as indoor public areas, public parks, beaches, and workplaces. This prohibit extends to grounds of a public or private university, college, or other higher education campus. A violation can mean a civil penalty of $250 to $1,000.
Right.
Now, schools. Stiffer penalties apply to possession of any amount of cannabis on elementary or secondary school grounds. This violation is a disorderly person's offense, punishable up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Okay. And, in private property, it goes on and on. So now, but there's a but to this law. Now, remember what I just told you? So it sounds, wow. Here, now this is prohibited possession of marijuana by adults 21 and older. When a person possesses more than 6 ounces of marijuana, criminal penalties kick in. The offense is a crime of the 4th degree, and potential penalties include a fine of up to $25,000, up to 18 years in prison, or both. However, as noted above, police may no longer detain or arrest the individual for possession of offense. Well, what the hell does that mean? They've got the law contradicts itself. Yeah. But so a person in possession, that's in the law, but as noted above, the new law no longer could detain or arrest an individual for possession. But the law still says that if you have over 6 ounces, you could get locked up. Now, here's where the real problem is, people. This is underage, younger than 21, possession or consumption of marijuana. New Jersey law prohibits underage possession and consumption of marijuana, but a violation is not considered a criminal act of delinquency. It's not criminal, and it's not considered an act of delinquency. If you're under 21 now, officers cannot ask an underage person to consent to a search for marijuana, nor can they arrest or detain the person for possession, violation, or crime. So even if you have a ton of marijuana and you're under 21, they can't touch you.
Right.
Now it gets even better. A young person younger than 21 who possesses or consumes 6 ounces or less of cannabis or marijuana will face a series of written warnings. Warnings issued by police. Big deal. Those subject to a third sequential warning will be referred to social service or counseling. There's no arrest. Yeah. So it goes on and on and on and on, right? And selling marijuana, possessing or intent to do so in New Jersey is illegal unless the person holds a valid cannabis wholesaling card. So I'm going in here and I'm just looking. I just want to get to the meat and potatoes of this, so people can look at this. So basically, what we're saying here is this: if you're under 21, you could have marijuana and smoke it out in public. It's against the law, but if you're under 21, it's not a criminal offense.
Yeah.
If you're over 21, it's criminal. So on the boardwalk, on the beaches, in a hotel, anywhere, the cops in New Jersey can only give you a warning. Do you understand that, parents? Do you understand that in this state, how crazy that is? I see this personally. I see this on the beaches I go to. I see this all over. The police are not, if you can't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, their hands are tied.
But if you're under 21, even
so what's
you understand how dangerous this is? You're grooming. You're grooming and facilitating and encouraging young people to smoke marijuana. And when I tell you young, I see kids I seen them on the beach, 15, 14. And I know that because I asked them, stoned out of their mind. What the hell is this shit doing to their heads?
Let me tell you